afternoon, guys. So welcome back to my channel. As we can tell, I'm blonde. I actually feel like I matched the pampas grass kind of with the color of my hair. But anyway, we move. I literally have no makeup on at all. Do you know what? I probably look exhausted. I am exhausted. Being self-employed, obviously planning for a pre-holiday is stressful. I will tell you that. I am so grateful. However, there's a lot of organisation and a lot of planning in advance that must be done. And we have been working a lot longer hours, like a lot later hours than usual, and we have actually posted a job application for Coach by GRJ the other day, which is literally mind-blowing. So I'm so grateful, and I know it will kind of all be worth it. Let's get into it. So today's video is going to be a sit down basically about my fat loss journey over these 12 weeks, what has been achieved, what I've done, how I've approached this fat loss, how I'm obviously approaching the holiday, what I'm doing after the holiday, etc. I just thought I'd sit down, chat you guys through it. So when did I start my cut? Basically 12 weeks ago. I did an Instagram post. I like to put the post like here. And this post basically was saying that kind of obviously I brought my calories down slightly. And I was simply the goal was to feel tighter for America. The tiniest bit. Like, this was not kind of I want to lose 10 kilos. This was not something where I just needed to lose kilos and kilos. This was literally me setting myself a goal because I was finding myself kind of at the end of the year, obviously with kind of not competing, and I'm so used to having a goal, like a set goal, and actually kind of working towards that goal. So when I didn't have a goal, like I am very much a goal-driven person, and when I don't, I do find it very strange. So obviously I didn't have a goal. I ended kind of prep in July. The goal post-prep, get yourself back to a healthy state, get obviously that weight back up, which I did, kind of, well, I was happy, content. Then obviously went on holiday, and then kind of life just went on and on kind of thing as it does. Work incredibly busy, which obviously I'm very grateful for. And it's one of those things I kind of lost the passion and kind of the drive for anything, if that makes sense. I was so kind of concentrated on work, so concentrated on kind of everything around me that I wasn't really thinking about kind of my training. It wasn't to its top. Yeah, I was still training, but it wasn't kind of to its top. Obviously, it's absolutely fine to maintain, but I really needed something to kind of actually focus on, and I didn't want anything that was kind of really strict, and obviously couldn't allow me to kind of go out. And my calories came down the tiniest amount because I wasn't looking, like I said, I wasn't looking to lose kilos and kilos. It was a very gradual kind of fat loss. And you'll see in that post there that I actually say I was kind of wanting to lose 2 to 3 kilos and I'll be happy. And that's the thing. It was literally, I was aiming for kind of, I'd say like a kilo per month, which is very doable. I know that's doable for myself. Obviously I'm referring to myself here, so please don't compare yourself. All I was simply doing was going out pretty much at least once a weekend, drinking and eating. I was kind of taking it probably, I'd say 1 or 2 days away from tracking. I knew I had America, and I was like, this is not me saying at all that you need to go on holiday and kind of when you go on holiday you need to lose weight. You really don't. Like, this is my first ever holiday that I've dieted a little bit for it, and I realistically, like, yes, I feel tighter, which is fantastic. I feel fab, but I felt fab beforehand as well. So I started off at 77.9 kilos. Yes. So I have my photos from the kind of back end of February. So I'm moving my legs. Back end of February, and then also the start of kind of March or mid-March. So you'll kind of see the photos here of kind of where I was at to begin with in this cutting phase. And then of course you'll see the photos of now. And that was literally taken yesterday. I'm actually lighter today anyway. This morning I actually weighed in at 74 kilos. So I'm actually 3.9 kilos down, so pretty much 4 kilos. So I'm averaging 1.3 kilo loss per month, which I'm very happy with. If you then obviously divide that again by 4, I'm averaging 0.3 kilo drop per week, which I'm very happy with. Bearing in mind, in the space of 12 weeks, I've gone to Venice. I've taken a lot of time off of tracking with kind of going out for alcohol, plenty of drunk nights, maybe a little bit too much alcohol, and yeah, I've had deload weeks in there. I've had weeks off of training. I've had a lot of weeks prioritizing other things over that fat loss goal, simply because kind of obviously business, it's self-employed. You have to kind of obviously sometimes prioritize other parts, and I've remained as kind of consistent as I possibly could. I've made sure kind of even with those days off of tracking, I've kind of been very mindful. Mindful is the key word there. Like, even if I'm having days away from tracking, I'm not eating everything in sight. I'm literally eating my usual foods. I'm just not wearing anything, and I'm just not downloading, like using my fitness belt. I'm having the exact same meals. I'm having my oats for breakfast. I'm having my chicken wraps, like literally 200 grams of chicken with 2 wraps, or like rice for kind of lunch. Then I'll have in there a protein bar. Then I'll have in there like Maryland cookies, like small packets. Then I'll have my dinner, which is like pasta and mince. Then I'll have an ice cream for dinner. And sometimes there'll be another snack in there. But that kind of is literally my substantial go-to meals. So I've been very, very kind of mindful of those choices. I've brought food down. Yes, I will say, yes, I could have brought food down quicker. I know I could have brought food down quicker. Did I want to? No. I'm literally so happy. I've taken my weekly photos. I've taken obviously my weight, my measurements, etc. And kind of, I've just plodded along. I've had weeks where I haven't seen progress, like in terms of the weight dropping, which is fine. I've had weeks where my cycle, literally a couple of days ago, my cycle hit so hard. It was actually my last week's vlog. My weight went up 1 kilo. It then dropped 0.5 kilo. It then dropped a further 0.5 kilo, and then it dropped again. And I hit another new weigh-in, and then a new low weigh-in. Literally, I could feel myself getting leaner by the day, and I'm hungry as well. So I'm eating 2,600 calories on rest days and 2,700 calories on training days. I'm doing 30 minutes cardio 5 times a week, 11k steps daily, and yeah, like that for me works. I've discussed obviously my diet. All I've simply done, you can also look through my Instagram post for like my 4 days of eating. That's why I love doing them as well, because like my like calendar of where I can see everything. I've literally brought calories down from 3,500 down to 2,600. So there's about a 900 calorie difference from when I first started this over the 12 weeks. Do I feel kind of hungry? Yeah, I definitely have my moments, but I'm not starving. Like, I'm in a good position, I'm in a happy position. I'm really enjoying my food, really kind of enjoying my meals. And in terms of kind of cardio, obviously I was doing 3 times 20 minutes when I first started, and now I'm doing 5 times 30. So there is an increase there. And in order for me to lose fat, I was going to have to eat less and do more. And that's the key thing. In terms of steps are pretty much gone from like 9 to 10k to like 10 to 11k. So not that much increase in kind of steps, more kind of increase of actual cardio and actually reduction of the food. And yeah, that's the key thing. Also at the start I was obviously eating 200 grams of protein post prep, and I've kind of obviously I'm now eating 185 grams, and I feel good. I'm really happy with that, and I'm really enjoying everything. So America plans, food. This is actually quite a highly asked question, obviously because I am kind of like, I'd say like tracking calories, etc. I do not track calories on holiday. What I will say is, holidays do not happen every single day of the year. You may go on holiday once a year, maybe none this year. Like, it's one of those things that they don't happen regularly. So when you do go away, there's no point stressing about food and ruining your holiday because you're worried what calories are in that food. Be mindful. So as an example, Harv and I've actually taken, I'll put them here because like screened like a photo of them because they're downstairs and I can't bother to walk downstairs. Here's a screenshot kind of what we have bought to take with us in our luggage. We obviously have the big suitcases, we've got plenty of space, but we've taken these simply because it's an easy way for us to actually get some protein in while we're there. Now what we'll do is we'll probably have 1 sachet of protein each per day. Probably have maybe like a protein bar every other day, every day, depending on how we feel and what we're also doing. But it's one of those things that we can be mindful. So obviously having food high in protein where possible, obviously not tracking, getting our steps in. I'm not wearing, like, I will be wearing this because I just enjoy wearing it anyway, but I'm not wearing it to look at the steps. I'm not wearing it to kind of like to track my steps. I'm not looking at for anything else other than in time, for my Apple Watch, like for my actual kind of messages, and also my Apple Pen, like walkie-talkie. But yeah, I'll still kind of look at my steps out of interest, but I'm not kind of, I must hit X, Y, and Z. It's a holiday. See, this is a long holiday, it's 2 weeks. So yes, we are going to gym sometimes. We're not kind of, we don't have set days, we're training. We're just gonna see how we feel. Like that literally is it. We're taking the relaxed approach. We're gonna go, we're gonna have fun, we're gonna relax and just eat what we want to eat within moderation. So we'll probably train, I'd say out of the 14 days, 3 or 4 days, I don't know. I'm not gonna say like exact amount because I don't know until obviously we are there, but I am taking that approach kind of very, very relaxed. So plan of action post-holiday. there isn't really one, to be honest. I'm just gonna see how I feel. And that's the key thing. No doubt when we get back from America, yeah, our weight probably will have fluctuated. So what I may do is just simply get straight back to kind of getting into calories, obviously tracking some calories, etc. Probably slide back into where I am now, and kind of take my time. We're just gonna see. We're gonna see. I'm not gonna say what I'm doing just yet because I don't actually know. So I'm gonna end it here. I'm not sure if there's too much clarity behind this video. I hope there is. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys in the next vlog. Please remember to hit the like button, subscribe, and I will catch you again. Catch you then. I'm tired. I need to go to bed.